No, it's not. Okay. All right. All right. Welcome to Podcast Link featuring Podcast Link Philly and the Yo Cuz podcast out of DC. We got a great show for you guys this evening. Everybody's watching live on YouTube, and anybody that sees this after it's recorded, I promise you, gonna be a great show. All right, so our very first panel of the evening is Hype. He's not hype because he's not geeked up. Mr. Know-It-All. Hey, Mr. Know-It-All. All right. Mr. Know-It-All.
You need to pose. Hold up. Let me get, I'm here.
Dana K.
Let me know how many you need. You good?
Everybody watch the
And Randall from the Yo Cuz DC in the
Yo,
building. We lit. We lit. I ain't never said I was lit this much in my life. You bad influence.
Because it's
You're a
true.
bad influence.
All right, so this is the time. I can get technical a little bit.
All right.
Get technical.
So
Look.
y'all remember?
Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure everybody 1 2 1 2.
Check
Everybody
your
check.
mics.
Randall.
We
Yo,
in
yo,
here?
yo.
All right, cuz that's what I'm talking about. I hear you good. I hear you good.
We in the building.
You hear him?
Okay, please
Okay.
speak.
You hear me?
Hi. Should I put these on or no?
You should if you want to.
Yes. You hear me?
Yay. Yes, I hear
All
you.
right.
I hear you perfectly clear.
Don't start your stuff. I'm not loud.
Listen,
Can't even be loud. My voice messed up. Anyway, cut that part out. Thanks.
Oh, so you. Oh, my bad. I thought
Hey.
you was eyes closed rotting again.
Yeah. Fuck you looking at me for?
No, I got
I'm sorry.
my my vocal box was damaged. Anyway,
Whoa.
um,
You just all over the
I
place.
know, you okay?
I know some exercises for that.
Definitely turn.
anyway, we'll talk about that later. All right, so the word, if you want to interject, is 96. Okay,
Yep.
y'all gotta watch the Patreon to understand why we're using that word.
96.
What is 96?
We're not talking.
Oh,
No,
but
no,
you're not
no.
here for the whole
Come on, cuz you
Put
was
it out. Hold
standing
on.
right here. He
We were around
got
you.
he got behind the scenes footage on 96.
thing. We were around the
go
back.
ahead, go ahead.
I'm the one with the brain fog.
All right,
okay?
go ahead.
All right.
Available live on
So-
TikTok right now.
The question for your panel is: Are girl trips appropriate in a relationship? Why or why not? Who wants to go first?
I'm going to go first.
All right, cuz.
Talk to the mic, cuz.
Okay. I'm going to keep it lit. I can't really answer that question because I've been with my wife for 29 years, right? So a girl trip, I let her go. I let her go because, you know, if you keep them hostage, that's where the drama come in. You don't want no drama to come in. You just want her to have fun. Now, if you don't trust her to go on the trip, now there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Now the issue comes from you not doing the right thing at home. That's why you scared for her to go on the trip. It's an
Whoa.
issue. But they gonna have fun.
So basically, if you trust her, she can go. Got you.
Just go have fun, man.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about. See,
can't
that's what I'm
shake
talking
that,
about.
Hank.
That's why you've been married 29 years.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's why
Bless
you've
her
been married
heart.
29 years.
Bless
Let them
her
know.
heart.
Let them know.
All right.
Dana.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't think it's inappropriate for a woman to want to go on trips with her friends. You know what I mean? Now I will say, I do have girlfriends that go on girls trips and
shit.
wow out.
Oh, shucks.
I even have sisters that have done things I have never and would never on a girls trip. Like, but you know, it's like she said, like he said, you got to trust your partner. You know what I mean? And then all that keeping them cramped up in the house with you forever. You can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing with your friends. That's not okay. Because I wouldn't tell my husband he can't. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead, go on a guy's trip with your friends. I trust you. You know what I mean? You mess up, that's gonna be your karma, not mine.
I'm telling you now.
So I feel like just allow is crazy. Like, too, I don't even want to throw that word in there because we grown. Like, a conversation needs to be had. I don't feel like anybody should be booking a trip without having a conversation with their significant other. Hey, me and my girls are thinking about doing this. Can we, not can we, but, what do you think about it? Or is this weekend okay? Or is this, you know what I mean? Do we have anything going on? You know what I mean? How you feel about it? We gonna have a conversation first. I'm not just gonna up and plan it and go and be like, all right, I'll see you when I get back. Like,
96.
no.
So what happens if he say no?
Your ass is home.
Then he says no.
Are you not going?
That's an
I'm
argument.
not go-
What you
no,
talking about,
it doesn't
Claire?
have to be. Let me tell you something. If he says no, like we're talking about it. So give me a reason why. You know what I mean? Why is it not okay right now? And I can tell from the beginning when I'm dating somebody, if I didn't married you, because I never wanted to get married. So if I actually get married to somebody, I trusted him and I was comfortable with him. And he wasn't somebody that was controlling, and he wasn't somebody that, wasn't okay with me going out with my friends and having a good time. So if I got that far and I'm in a marriage or even in a relationship and he feels like he has the power to tell me I can't do certain things, I made a mistake.
There you go.
Big mistake.
Whatever you like.
Big
Yeah.
mistake.
Go ahead, Hank.
No, shit, here come the controversy. Now it's time for the
Mind you.
drive-by.
He's married too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Me and my wife have been talking for 20 years, married for 10. Hey, boo.
Hey.
Three arguments.
It's here.
3 arguments in 10 years. That's how you do this thing.
Amen.
One thing Dana is touching on is a conversation. Yes, you're not booking. No, we ain't booking nothing without a conversation. Niggas who tell you not to have a conversation with your spouse is somebody who's probably not in a healthy relationship.
Right.
If I'm doing anything where we're going to spend a couple $100, if we're planning to do another show, guess what I did? Talk to my wife before I just tell them, all right, yeah, we can do this, or we could use this date and all of that, because you got to communicate these situations. Now, the words is always important. It's one thing I always tell people. Girls trip gives me the notion that we're going to go do some irresponsible, goofy shit, and that the irresponsible, goofy girlfriends are going to be there. So when we say girls trip, this sounds like we about to be out all night. It's going to be random dicks around somebody.
Random dick.
Random dicks.
That's why a girls trip. That's a girls trip. Now we talking like grown women. Y'all going to the Essence Fest or something type of thing.
Thank you.
Even
Thank you for the clarification.
although things can go left anywhere, but you know what I'm saying, there's a difference between
Especially Essence Fest.
I'm just saying we
right,
going to
look.
Big Homie Tank Weekend or we going to Essence Fest type of. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a
There's
different
dicks at all of them.
copy.
All right.
No, Big
girlfriend
Homie
missing
Tank
out on-
joint is crazy though.
You didn't use the word to interject.
I'm sorry.
Please, I'm finished.
It's
Thank
cover
you.
3, my brother.
My-
Yeah, like, so yeah, we talking like girls trips. We gotta like talk about this situation. Also, how's your life set up? Do we have the type of lifestyle where we get one trip a year? Because it's like you gonna go for 5 days with your girlfriends, and I'm gonna be stuck with these goddamn kids, and I never get that break, or vice versa. Where I went with my friends, and now she never got that break. So like, we kind of got to talk that out, and it got to be like everything is what works for y'all. So that would be my perspective. on it.
96.
Thank you.
96. So,
Go- it's your turn.
oh, it's my turn. Oh
Yes.
shit. Yeah. Mr. Know-it-all,
Attention, there's
Philly.
4 of us. He's
Yeah.
Oh, my
So,
bad.
so
Damn, I
listen.
do that one too.
Yeah.
Hank, Bonzo Street, Philly.
Not Bonzo Street is crazy.
Bonzo shit is crazy.
take-
Yo,
Which one? There's more than one Bonzo
I
Street.
don't want niggas knowing your exact location. Now.
I mean,
yeah,
South
that's
or
kinda-
North?
Kind of crazy.
South.
Oh, okay. That's
Representative.
all I meant. South or North.
So
it's
what,
4 of them down there though.
what I will say is that this conversation came about because Ty and I actually had a conversation comparing, like what you were saying, the men's trip between the women's trip. So I have a friend, long time ago, days, so long I don't even
think I was legal?
didn't think I was legal at the time.
Copy.
So essentially, we went on a trip, and he had a 3-way with 2 married women. You know what I'm saying? So
Triangle offense, Phil Jackson. All right.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Cover 3. So it being what it is, yeah, this is what happens. I've seen married people go to other places and wild the fuck off and come back like nothing ever happened. And we're talking about with small children. We're talking about all different types of things or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That was in another country. That don't count. I thought we were just talking about domestic dick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's exactly what the fuck happens. They get out there and they wild out. Men, on the other hand, men are dogs. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? If you let a nigga off the leash, you know what I'm saying? Even the best of them. I know reverends that was wilding out in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of the name of the game. These things happen on a regular basis. So do I think that it's fair? All's fair in love and war. If she can go on a women's trip, you can go on a guy's trip. Point blank, period. Now, if y'all sucking dick and eating pussy and doing everything, eating ass and all that outside of y'all marriage and whatnot, yeah. If it's happening, it's happening, and you can't control it. So either one or two things. Either you come to the understanding that that's what's going to happen, and you get out there and say, listen, I ain't putting nothing past nobody, or then you put the parameters in place. If I can't go, you can't go. Period. If you tell me as a man, you say, no, I don't, you ain't going to the DR with them niggas. All right, then you ain't going to Jamaica with them hoes. Because I know that friend. I went to college with her. She's a s'more. You know what I'm saying? S'more. If you don't know what a s'more is, that's slut, smut, and whore all in one. I'm sorry.
We got it.
Yeah. That's it. So
Only
it's
thing
already
missing was skag.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. I know, but that's what I mean. Like, she is who she is. So, and at the end of the day, birds of a feather. You know when you got a band. You know
96.
you know when you got a banshee in your house.
96.
I am so tired of hearing
I hate that saying.
I have girlfriends. I've talked about this on. My girlfriends be, these girls wild. Okay?
Yeah.
But I've never been that female. And I hate that. And I've had a guy that I was dating who said that years ago in my 20s. He was like, oh, yeah, my homie was like, no, she hanging out with them, so she probably like them. Because, yeah, like the majority of the girls that was they was hoes. Yeah, okay, but that's their business. And it was like they did automatically assume I was like them because we went out places together. So what? We went out places together. That's what I mean? It wasn't, I don't do the things that they do. I just
Would you lie for them?
So you was just holding the bag?
To who?
Would you...
Woo!
To their man, would you lie?
To
to
their husband.
No, they know not to ask me to do no shit.
Okay, so you wouldn't lie.
They
Would you
gonna
lie?
ask you anyway.
Would you lie to your man
They know
about?
not to
Would you lie to them?
They
Your
gonna
man
ask
about
you
them?
anyway.
Them.
What do you mean lie to my man about
So
that?
if your man asks who was down there sucking dick, and you be like, none of
Why
us
would
was.
he ask that?
First
I'm just
of all,
saying, who was down there
no,
wilding?
if he wanted to, let me tell you something. I don't tell no other
He
grown
shouldn't
folk
ask
business.
nobody that.
Nah,
though,
that's
to
a
know.
weird-
No. I
He
give
shouldn't ask nobody.
I
Yeah, never.
understand the
know
question.
what I mean?
I understand the question. Guys will do that to
Yeah, they will. Niggas
probe,
do,
to
yeah.
try to, you know what I mean?
Probe, exactly.
See what, you know what I mean, what they doing, what he might think you might be doing.
Exactly.
I'm not telling
We
no other
had
grown
fun.
people. I don't give names for nothing. Even when I come on these podcasts and talk about the stuff that my previous girlfriends did, you're
Yeah,
gonna have
yeah.
to guess which
Right,
ones.
you
I'm
never
not
say the
putting
name,
nobody's name
exactly.
out there.
Yeah.
That's not for me to do.
Right.
So even with my man, like I'm not that one that's gonna be sitting there gossiping. But you would not believe what this one did. Oh, and this girl and she.
No. I didn't ask that though.
You asking if
So omission, and we talk about this a lot. A lot of times, omission. I look at omission as a lie in certain ways, right? Because if
not.
you omit certain things, so if he forget the omission part. If he directly asks you something along the lines of, "Were one of your friends down there cutting up?"
about a particular person.
Yeah, about a particular person.
I think.
Well, hold on, 96. Cutting up is vague.
It's certain,
So, yes.
and then that's not
Yes.
your chick. So what you worried about? What she doing for?
No, I would say yes.
96.
You worried that we was
That's
cutting
a
up?
gas
Don't worry
light.
about her.
Worrying
We
about
was
I don't
cutting up.
care.
Yeah.
I'm your girl. Like, what you worried about? What she doing? She grown.
worried
Exactly.
She grown.
He said,
I'm not doing what she asking me if I'm doing
You
what
don't
she
trust
doing.
me.
Don't ask me what she doing.
Speaking to the mic. Speak to the mic, brother. You got something to say. What's up, cuz? You
If a male go to a female, her friend, and ask a question like that,
cuz hold the mic, not from the top. There you go.
Right here.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
It keeps going up.
go
Yeah.
to
Move your hands down.
Right.
Pause.
Whoa, what is going
Move your hands down. You're messing up the reception. We
like
can't
this.
even hear you.
all
We
right.
can't hear you. You got
Everybody-
to hold it down.
Yeah. Hold it. Hold it. Talk directly into it without cuffing the mic at the top.
All right.
Yeah.
And please
All
cut
right,
this part off.
All right, so listen. If a male asks a female, right, her friend, what she did in Vegas, Miami, or whatever, right? The only reason he asking that because he wondering, right? And also he might trying to hit her friend too.
Oh, that's a hot take.
Oh.
Wait a minute. That's a hot
feel
take.
me?
Because
Oh.
honestly,
Because-
no, 96.
Coming from a guy.
Listen,
This is coming from a
listen.
guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen to what I'm saying. Before I got married, I was on whore, right? So
I was.
that's what
In my
dudes
former
would
life.
do.
Yeah.
That's what dudes would do.
Right,
That's what they would do if they want your girl because the male going back telling, yeah, man, Joe, yeah, my wife doing this, my wife doing that. So now he wondering, like, man, for real, Joe, I'm gonna cut his throat. You feel what I'm saying? But is that good? No, it ain't good. but that's how that shit happens. So you don't tell your relationship to nobody. I don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I'm saying? Because they
Married
always
29 years,
wondering.
he know.
They always wondering.
Right. You definitely,
Yo,
you
I
definitely keep
respect
niggas
that.
out. My cousin told me that 30 seconds after I said I do. You want your relationship to work, you keep niggas out your business.
Yeah,
Niggas
keep
people.
right.
Yes.
So good, bad, or indifferent, you never bring your relationship to other people.
And definitely people with bad energy and bad advice.
Plus, you
absolutely.
can't do it. The problem with them joints be too. If I'm telling my sister or my brother about my relationship, they biased.
Yeah.
They're not speaking from a place that
Yeah.
works for us. They're speaking from a place that works for their perception.
Exactly.
So you already started off bad when you went to this person with the fucking. That's what I be telling you what she did.
I mean, yeah.
What they did.
That's crazy.
That's not how I give advice, though. But anyway.
Yeah, but
That's why
I'm
that's
people always say,
crazy.
that's why my people will be like, you never on my side. You want me to be on your side or you want this to work?
But that's
Which one is it?
But that's crazy because a female can keep a secret till they die. A male would get drunk as shit and tell his whole life.
But see, and that's kind of but see that's the
I'm
problem.
just keeping it 100, bro.
Hey.
Because
He never
that's
lied.
that's the
You feel me?
problem that I
People
have
slipping
with
out
this
there.
entire question, though. That's the problem that I have with the entirety of this or whatnot. And that's why I asked Dana, was you lie for your friend? Because at the end of the day, a lot of times what happens is that we find ourselves at a crossroad, right? Where the woman says to a man, I don't want you to do this for a particular reason. I don't want you to hang out with this person, even if they don't know for a fact that they're not doing the shit, right? And the dude ain't never going to tell on him anyway. She knows that. He ain't going to dime his homie out.
Shit.
Most niggas won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, that happened to
Most
me.
niggas, yeah. Most unless he dirty Mac and unless he on some other
Cousin
type.
even try to hit my baby mama.
Man, y'all,
That's
y'all,
crazy.
y'all homies tell on
You
y'all
hear
all
me?
the time.
I ain't gonna
All the
lie.
time.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
That ain't my
Every time I
homie.
do
Then.
something,
We
it was from
lit.
a homie.
That ain't my
I'm
homie.
like,
Then. Watch your
And
head,
then
please.
look.
That belt gonna
And then
fall on
look
your
at
head,
this,
Ty. Yeah.
And
Like,
I broke bread with him.
that's
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I broke bread with him.
It
So
sounds
all that
like
shit,
nasty work.
you
Shouts
ain't
out
even
to
go.
the
That's
Hey,
Inner
nasty.
listen.
Circle.
Yeah, definitely.
100 shit.
Mm-hmm.
These the only twos that come around my wife. And Jake, nobody else.
Wow.
We ain't having that.
Yeah.
It ain't even a subject. Let's go. No, we ain't gonna do nothing.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had it happen before.
So it's a cultural thing though
I
too.
get it.
Especially because we from two different places. So, and I think a lot of times, but then you know what I mean, it could be a cultural thing from
You from here
location.
too, right? You live here before?
No.
Oh, I thought you told me that.
It could be
Your
it
dad.
could be a
That
cultural
accent.
thing. It could be a cultural thing where you know what I mean, you're from an area, whatnot. Like I know like it's a whole, you know what I mean, it's a Mason Dixon thing, it's a Southern thing and whatnot. Then it's also good brother, you know what I'm saying, he's Muslim. So it could be different. The hell? You all right? What's wrong with you? Please don't hit your head on that belt. You know what I'm saying? So
Messing with her.
it could be a different
That
type of
Mason
vibe
Dixon
when it
took
comes
out.
to the way that we approach relationships.
Yeah.
So I mean, what I say is that I always live. The universal rule is, especially when you start talking about going on these trips, it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander. That's how I feel. I feel like it's all
Okay.
fair.
So, girls' trips is new to me, right? I grew up in a family of marriages, and none of the women went on groups like girls' trips. Like, that wasn't until, I got older and started seeing married women going on, girls' trips. It was always a thing, right? But I say this. I feel like I don't like rules. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people relationships got too many rules.
Can't be
It's
in a
like
relationship
you
if you ain't got
hold
rules.
on.
can't
Let me
say it's rules,
wait a
dude,
minute.
so-
Yeah, you
Can I
can't be in a
finish?
relationship without rules.
Can I finish?
Say the word.
96.
There you go. Watch your head, please. Damn.
My head is nowhere
I mean,
near
all
that.
right, you're gonna hear about that belt sooner or later. That shit heavy.
Yo, I got brain fog. Don't interrupt
All
me
right,
when
my
I'm
fault.
talking.
My fault. Go
Pause
ahead.
twice.
I know that was wild, wasn't it?
What I'm saying
It
is,
wasn't
I'm
belt.
not saying that. I'm saying, just like he said, I go on girls trips, you go on girls trip. The common thing here is you have to trust your partner.
Yeah.
You have to know your partner. Well, anybody who knows, I done been around friends that smoke, all kind of stuff. I don't smoke. You know what I mean? I was a virgin until I was 16, and it was people around me that was like, in my 7th grade class, I was the only person not a virgin. And that's crazy to say, but it's the truth.
It's true.
You know what I mean? They were teasing me for being a virgin in the 7th grade.
Horse.
And I still didn't have sex until I was 16. So you have to know the person that you're with. Because I'm hanging out with somebody, you know what I mean, doing X, Y, Z, doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I might be the person sitting in the corner looking at him like, she crazy. You know what I
watching
mean?
Coats.
So that whole birds of a feather, I have never agreed with that because I'm my own feather. I've always walked to the beat of my own drum. Peer pressure does not exist. I don't do anything that I don't want to do. And it's always been that way, and it would be that way if I went on a girls trip. And I think a lot of people have girls trip trauma. You know what I mean? You either seen something that happened, heard of something that happened, and you automatically think that that's what's going to happen. There's a comedian, I believe it was some more, she was like, a man will find a woman in a Walmart and sleep with her. He ain't got to go overseas to cheat. If it's in him, it's in him to do. You don't got to go out of the country to cheat. I don't know why people think that. You know, most of the girl trips over 40 is brunch, going out to dinner, going to, you know what I mean, doing the activity, you know, in that city, taking pictures, taking naps all day. Like, and a lot of us grown women have a rule. You not bringing no dude back here, and you also not going with nobody that we don't know.
96, but that's somebody that's uber mature or whatnot.
Well, I said women over 40.
And that's what. Shit, no, it ain't just women over 40. Listen,
saying, most women over 40.
The best ability is availability. And you know what I'm saying?
96.
At the end of the day,
if you feel like that, then you shouldn't be with her because that means you can't trust her. You got to be able to trust somebody when they're in front of you and when they're not in front of you. So if she can't go away and get a relaxation and have fun with her girls and drink mimosas and all that without you thinking that she going to sleep with somebody else, then that's not the woman you supposed to be with. 96 though. And it goes for the men too.
Right, but 96, the person, hold on, I got you in a second. The problem is that in life or whatnot, the people that are the most happy are not the people that know for certain that their person is not fucking off on them.
Agree.
It's the people that don't have a reason to believe that.
Exactly.
And guess what the fuck happens anyway?
And you can't do nothing about it.
That's my point. I said that from the beginning.
So you're going to live and say, you can't do this, you can't do that, because you're trying to avoid.
No, I would never say that.
Hold on, 96. This is my thing, right? If you say, oh, you can't go on girls' trips and you can't go on guys' trips, what is that stopping? Because if that person wants to cheat on you, that person is going to cheat.
That's why I said it was good for the goose, good for the gander.
You either trust them or you don't. If you got to put limitations, you don't trust them.
I agree
and
with
that's male or female.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that do not allow their husbands or boyfriends, and I don't like that word allow, but you know, I don't want you to go on guys' trips, right? But they go on girls' trips. Why?
Respect 96, Ty. Go ahead.
96, man. I've been with my wife 28. Married to her almost 14, right? I haven't cheated on my wife at all, right?
Shout out to that. That's what I'm talking about.
Because you got to make your wife how you want it. You know what I'm saying? You got to make her freaky. You got to make her nasty. You got to give her sex when she don't want. You got to eat it up. You got to do everything. So guess what? When she walk out that door, her mind's focused on her husband.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Give me a high five on that.
Yeah, and I got
that might be the best comment I heard in 2026.
Because he ready right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now. So
like Smokey when he had that weed.
If you want to make your mate good, make her happy, man. It's the little things. You know what I'm saying? It's the just because presence that make them happy.
No, you're absolutely right. And listen,
but you got to get that in return too. We don't want this to be one-sided.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know.
Listen. 96. At the end of the day, go ahead.
And we get ready to wrap this panel up because we do have another one.
Thank what he's saying though is, as the man, it's his job to do all of those things for his wife, but it's also her job to do all those things for him.
Absolutely.
Right.
And like you said, you send this person out into the world. This is a conversation we was having earlier. Essentially, it is, I can't send you out into the world feeling like it's something that you need that you can't get from me.
You heard me?
If you going out into the world feeling like you're unfulfilled in whatever that aspect might be, it could just be like, this motherfucker just don't know how to balance this checkbook. And I done try to talk to you about this shit time and time again. And why the fuck do I gotta keep talking to Taya about this shit when I can talk to you about this shit? But you just ain't getting it. You're sending me out into the world needing to be fulfilled from somebody else, which we already got a problem. Yeah. And the shit you brought up about the Walmart and Jamaica situation, you gonna go to that same Walmart and run into this bitch. You're not gonna run into the bitch from Jamaica.
I said they could be in another state. They don't gotta go out of the country. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
anything like that. I'm just mad. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. It's in you to do it.
You shouldn't do it though.
But not 96.
This is why I got married once I was done playing.
Yeah. I'm just not blind.
That's my point. We saying the same thing.
Listen, 96. I'm just not blind to demonistic behavior. Right. You know what I'm saying? And all of the great sayings and all of the smart talk in the world is not going to prepare you for the real game.
96, but you cannot allow demonistic behavior between individuals that you are not in a relationship, partnership, or
That
marriage with
part.
to interfere or influence how you feel about your partner in your relationship.
No, that's an absolute. That's an absolute. But it's important. It's important that as a person, as a human being, especially the majority of us are over 40 years old, that you
Not all of us.
come shut up.
Not-
Come-
90
come-
oh,
uh,
96.
39 and a half.
96
I'm not done. I'm not done.
No,
not
but
done.
we got-
because we
All right,
gotta wrap
all right,
this up.
but you don't put anything past anybody. And I'm not saying that you mistrust.
Say this
Hey.
You
one
just
last
just
thing.
just
Hey.
understand. Just be.
Amen.
Let's keep it real.
You
Let
been
me say
that.
this
Yeah,
one-
I'm saying
let me
don't
say
put
this one
anything
last thing
past
before we wrap this
anybody.
up. You gotta make sure that you're not putting yourself or your spouse in them type of situations where shit can happen.
Di- You just summed up the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty
So
good. At this.
yeah, exactly. So
All
like
right,
that.
wait, wait, wait.
Right. All right.
Okay,
exactly.
okay. So
So if you
hold
don't need to
on.
go, if it don't work for y'all, then it don't work
96,
for y'all.
96.
You know what I'm saying?
Real quick. So going around the room. Girls trips, appropriate or no?
It's fine as long as I can go on God trips.
Appropriate or no?
It's appropriate as long as I can go on God trips.
Appropriate or no?
Go bye. Why are you?
Appropriate or no?
Appropriate.
Appropriate or no?
I'm gonna say no since you on a yes or no.
Okay.
Why you say
I-
no though, cuz?
It's called
I
the keys in
say-
the business, y'all. How long we been doing
No,
this?
I got you. I got you. We will revisit that.
Motherfuckers are the T's at the end of the panel.
Why you in
96.
Gotta
96.
Gotta get them back
Cliffhanger.
next week, don't you?
He mean the next time he'll elaborate on why he said.
You Taya. It's like we pay. It's like we pay talent, Taya.
I say yes. It's appropriate for girls' trips. It's appropriate for guys' trips. Your adults need to know how to act any and everywhere. And sometimes you do need space from each other and space to, miss each other. But I do agree with the part about making sure you have a conversation about it. Don't just book a trip and say, hey, I'm going away next week. No, that's out of pocket. You don't do that in a relationship for several reasons. Not because you need permission, but just because it's a matter of respect. And a lot of people get that mixed up. I don't got to ask him. I'm not saying you got to ask him, but you should inform him. And those are two different words. And a lot of people don't get that.
That's what happens when you talk to people in unsuccessful situations.
I ain't even in no situation and I know that. So,
I'm saying, though.
so you know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah,
saying it's
but
a
you gotta
matter of respect.
reiterate.
You don't just go book a trip and then come back and say, yeah, I'm leaving next week. You don't know what was going on.
It's cute that you think you're going to the airport with
96.
Armand.
No.
Hey, that part.
96 is also a mind.
How you gonna get out the
too.
dog cage?
You know what I'm saying?
sorry.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
like, like, okay, let's say for instance, my wife, right? You know what I'm saying? She be like, look, we going bop, bop, bop. Right? I'm like, oh, I go chill with Tony and Izzy now.
Exactly. You want
know
your
what I'm
break.
saying?
That's
I
what
go
I'm
chill
talking
with my
about.
homies now. So
Everybody
I mean-
need their break.
But guess what? You got 3 days.
No
Anything
more,
after the
no more than 3.
fourth
Gotcha.
day, we beefing.
Yeah.
So you, while you on the plane, while you on the train, or whatever you're doing, you know when you walk in that door, it's on, cause you stay that extra day. Because if the table's around the same, you'll be the same way.
Yeah.
Why this nigga ain't here yet?
Wait, what if she go on a cruise for 5 days? That's not allowed?
She ain't even gonna do. She gonna do 3. That's the limit.
3 is the limit. All right.
I
so she-
love you.
okay.
Yeah.
See
All
what I'm
right,
talking?
all right. So you could go on a trip, but just not for too long.
Gotcha.
Randall,
I ain't got a
see,
problem with that.
hold up, man. Randall, because he done sparked some new shit.
Hey, Hank, he
Put
like
some new
that.
paint where it ain't.
All right, okay,
Put some
okay.
new paint where it ain't, though. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Like,
Hey, Sonny, 7 days is crazy.
Damn, 7
damn,
days.
7 days. Like the ring and shit.
Man,
Damn.
7 whole days and not a
Word
word.
from you.
man.
I'm just about through. 7 whole days is wild.
If you go over 7 days, somebody cheat.
All right, what about 5?
that ain't even a conversation for no 7 days.
But no, but depending on where you going, you can't just go for 3 days.
Yes,
Come
you
on.
can.
No, you
If
land.
you can't go for no
and
3
it's really
days, you
gonna be
ain't going.
2.
You could go on a
What, the
weekend trip with your
cruise?
girlfriend.
Go on a weekend
You
trip,
got
yeah.
cruise for 3 days.
One
Mike,
mic.
one mic,
96,
Mike.
96, 96.
96.
All right. So, all right. So I thank you guys for your responses about going on girls trips. Everybody gave great perspectives.
That sounds crazy when you look at the panel of niggas and say the girls trip. All right, that's cool. That's what we doing? All right.
Listen.
Go
Listen.
ahead.
The operative word is trust your partner. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all.
All right.
We lit.
Next up, we have the final panel of the evening, panel 2. We have Sunny, Izzy, and Nah.
Ooh.
Yeah, mine. Is your microphone on?
Hello? Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Check, 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 check.
Yes, sir.
Microphone check.
All right. I know you guys waited a while. Panel one was kind of long-winded. Anyway. No shade, no shade. Love you all, love you all.
Yo.
All right, so this is a more serious question. I mean, the girls trip was serious, you know what I mean? Because that's a serious thing in a relationship. But this question is a little more serious, okay? All right. So, do you think that suffering or struggle is necessary in order to appreciate your success? And do you think that you have to be a starving artist to appreciate your success? So it's a kind of the same question. You can answer it from a life standpoint and from a podcast standpoint. Nah, you can go first.
All right, bet. Nah, from Life Be Life and Big Dog. Oh.
Hey, podcast link Philly.
Podcast Link Philly, of course. Also Uptown. Shout out to Dana. Do you have to be a starving artist to appreciate success? No. But do you have to have struggle, some kind of suffering, some kind of fight to really appreciate your success? Yeah. Like if you take off out the gate, right? If you take off out the gate, like, and you already hitting the numbers you want to hit, you already getting your success, you already getting your bread, that's cool. But if you go through the entirety with no speed bumps, no lulls, no down points, no adversity. Adversity, as they say, builds character. If you never experience no adversity, you don't know how to get through nothing. So it's going to make you appreciate once you realize, oh, shoot, whether you a musical artist or whether you a podcaster, yeah, my joint took off from the gate. You know what I'm saying? I got all these followers, all these subs, all these downloads. And then it's like, okay, I only got 5 downloads this month. Damn. All right. So it makes you look at things. It makes you appreciate the fact that you started out the gate with all these bunch of downloads. Or if you started off from, like most people, from the bottom, you didn't really get nothing, and wasn't really getting no plays, it's going to make you appreciate that one time when you turn and you only see 50. Forget 500. You saw 50 that day. Whoa, I went from 1 to 50. All right, cool. It's going to put that battery in your back. So without any type of adversity, without any type of struggle, I don't think you truly appreciate success. You start to feel entitled. You start to expect that to just be the situation every time in, because it has been. But you don't necessarily have to be starving, like just straight up, like, dang, this ain't going nowhere, month after month, day after day, to really appreciate success. Just enough adversity to help you see what you got to do to keep the ship running.
Do you feel like struggle makes you personally appreciate success? Okay.
Absolutely.
What struggle? Name a struggle that you feel was necessary in order for you to appreciate your success now.
I'll say, and let me be very, very clear. This is absolutely no darts thrown, no shots being taken. But I will say the struggle of being a person who did 2 podcasts and started out with partners to being a person now who's solo dolo, who really, really is responsible for everything. The struggle of having to make that, especially because both of these people were my friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm close with both these people. So just having to accept that I'm no longer going to have, my right hand for this podcast. Now I got to change and do a whole nother podcast. That was 2 Kings 215, me and my brother. I can't even keep it going the same way. It can't be 2 Kings with me and no other nigga, because that's my brother. It started with him. So I end up with a female. Now we doing Life Be Life. Now not her. So you know what I'm saying? The struggle of having to pivot, because even the understanding that when people was tuning into the podcast, they might have been tuning in for the other person. Like, take your arrogance and your pride out the picture and realize that's the truth. Some of those followers, some of those subscribers, some of those plays was coming because of the other person. So now that I don't have that other person, I got this other person. Okay, people might have came for Mimi. She, you know what I mean? She from DC. So now we're not just talking about another person. We're talking about regional access, right? So all those people. Now I ain't got neither one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So some people gonna stick around because I'm a great podcaster. I make great content, and they gonna stay for the content. But some people gonna leave because they was there for the other person.
Yeah.
They was there to support the other person. They were never there for me. You know what I'm saying? I could have left the podcast and they just still been watching as long as the other person was there. So having to come to grips with that kind of thing, having to see, it does affect the plays a little bit. It does affect, you know what I'm saying? The even the energy I get when I post something on social media, it's like, damn, all right. Okay though. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good because at the end of the day, ball up top.
Thank you, Sonny.
I coming from a person that physically struggled throughout life, I think, and watching, like, I equate it to raising your kid. When you struggle to raise your kid, and then you give them everything that you didn't have, and then I watched a lot of my friends go through that as well, but their kids not understand the struggle and feel entitled. So I feel like they don't appreciate it more because they were given it. But when you had to fight to get where you need to be in life and to be who you wanted to be, I feel like the appreciation for that win or that success is so much more um, important. And the gratitude and how you know where you were and where you are presently, you don't want to go back to that. Or even if you did have to go back to that, you know what it is to get back out of it, and you can have that same energy you had before. You can have it again. Whereas if you never experienced that, you don't understand the grind it was to get to the where you needed to be in life. It was given to you, so you're not going to have that hustle mentality to get out of the where you are. You're going to be like, I don't, and you have that mindset. I watched a lot of people that didn't have to deal with what I had to deal with, feel like they were entitled. You're supposed to give me. People are supposed to give me. People are supposed to help me. And so at the end of the day, when you had nobody help you, and you got there, that is a lesson in itself, and it's a blessing. No matter how much you were at rock bottom, you know that you were at your lowest and you got to where you wanted to be without the help, without the assistance. The assistance is great, but if you don't have that and you got to get it how you get it, that appreciation is top tier, and so you need it. Now, as far as do I think that you should be a star artist to be respected? No, if you're an artist and you're talented, you're going to be respected. It doesn't matter whether you were starving or you got it by somebody assisting you along the way, or whatever it was that took you to get you where you are. If you got talent, that's going to be respected. It doesn't matter. And to me, talent is successful. Whether or not your success or your ideal of success doesn't matter to me. My ideal of success is 5 consistent viewers on my podcast any given day. Not only I'm talking about like viewers that give me feedback, viewers that say I like this about the show. Like, you can tell me what I did on the show. I don't give a fuck if you watched it. But if you come back to me with feedback, then I know that not only you watched it, you took what was said. You can give me a reference of what I said, even if I forgot I said it. You know how much it is to feel like somebody could say something, walk up to you and say, I saw you on the podcast and you said this, and I felt what you were saying. That's one person. That means that's success for me. I don't give a fuck how many views I got. That's the point of success for me. So I feel like I said, struggle is always the best. And if you don't have to, great. But I feel like it's that passion and that grit is gonna get you where you're gonna be if you struggle.
Thank
You're gonna
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Izzy?
Good stuff.
So I want to go back to the question. So, Pod Rich Izzy from Your Cuz Podcast, for the record. Is struggle necessary in order to appreciate your win? And it says personally. Now, personally, yes. Because where I come from, I'm a person who grew up in Southeast Washington, D.C. I went to prison at 17 years old and came home at 36. And look where I'm at now. And gratitude is the most important thing in life. That's one thing that you have to go through in life is gratitude. You have to keep gratitude and appreciate everything, even the good, the bad, the ugly. You got to appreciate those things because those things will form you to who you are, right? They make you who you are. So if you haven't gone through these things and something that is given to you, right, and everything is gold, you just given to you, and when struggle come, you don't know what to do.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's a big thing. Yeah.
You don't know what to do. You haven't been through no struggles. You haven't been through anything. Everything has been given to you. So you can't appreciate a win. So when you win, this is why you see people, when they winning, they got this, and they just fall off. Because they can't appreciate the win. They don't know how to show gratitude. You know, they don't know how to appreciate the people who work for them. They treat them like trash.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They treat the people that's at the bottom like trash. You see what I'm saying? Because something that was given to them. When you see somebody and you hire somebody, or you starving like I was, oh yeah, I want you. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You're a better boss.
Yes, sir.
You're a better creator.
Yeah.
You're a better developer because you know somebody who was starving. You got to appreciate your wins and show gratitude to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because your struggle is what educates you. Because guess what? We get the lesson, right? We get the test, right? Before the lesson.
That part.
In life, we get the test first. Then we get the lesson. And that's how life is.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
That is how life works.
Yeah.
So you gotta go through something to be something, for sure, in life.
Yeah.
And I'm gone. I'm Poverty Risk Izzy.
Hey, look, you made the helmet fall. That was so. Listen,
Hold on, he was worried about the belt.
He made the
why that
Cowboys
happened.
fan.
He was worried about the belt.
Cowboys fan made the Eagles helmet fall.
Yo, hey, yo.
You're not a Cowboys fan anymore.
That was a bar.
Stop it.
Not the non-football watching anyway. So all right, so
Yeah.
Can I say something too? Because I feel like the question you asked Nye, what you had to go through to get to where you were.
yes,
I feel like for me, and I just had this conversation with somebody. My lowest was homelessness. Homelessness with a toddler, like a 2-year-old, just being homeless. And I tell people, I had this conversation so many times, and it's like, moving in with your mate, the person that you're in a relationship with, moving in with friends, moving in with whomever. I always say, make sure you can cover that rent without them, because life happens and people just do shit. They leave you high and dry. And the trauma of always, at one point I was living with everybody, living on somebody's couch. Like I was going through it. Like at that point I couldn't stay with my mom because my sister, me were beefing heavy. So it was always a problem. So it was like, okay, so I need to go. I went to a shelter with my 2-year-old. That was a wake up call for me. And it's like, I can no longer go stay with so-and-so. It's uncomfortable for me. So from homelessness to a homeowner. When I tell you,
Let's go.
you can't tell me if I lose my place right now, even with the job I have, I know the type of person I am, I'm not going to ask. So if I ask you, can I stay with you? You're going to say yeah. But at the same time, I've been homeless. I stay with everybody. I've paid your mortgage, bought groceries, and got kicked out the next day and couldn't leave with my money back or the groceries I bought with the toddler. When I tell you, if for whatever reason I lost my house that I've been in for 6 years, that I've owned for 6 years, I'm going to stay in a hotel. I don't want to be comfortable. I don't want to go stay with anybody. And because I went through what I went through, and I stayed with everybody and did what I was supposed to do and I'm that person that I'm not in the way. I'm in my room half the time. I'm cleaning, I'm cooking. You ain't even got to ask me for your shit, like your mortgage or your whatever I was paying. It was there before you woke up. I got paid. I went to the ATM. You got your money before you even opened your fucking eyes. So I wasn't a problem. It's just that I wouldn't let you disrespect me. So for me, in this moment of being in a homeowner for 6 years, I can't, if I lost my place due to any reason, and last year was a fucking struggle because escrow and all that other stuff. Taxes went up. I have $6,000 deficit I had to pay back. So I'm paying way more mortgage than I was supposed to be paying, trying to figure it out. But at the end of the day, I made it happen last year because at the end of the day, homelessness wasn't an option for me. So I made it happen. And when I tell you, if I had lost my house, I would have been in the hotel. I wasn't staying with nobody because I've been through that. And when you get to that point of like you going through stuff and you struggle, at some point I feel like we get in our own way. We get comfortable.
Yes.
I can't be comfortable. I can't be comfortable in survival mode. So for me to survive, I can't be bothered with none of the bullshit that's happening. I got to be focused, and I can appreciate that I still own my home this year.
Yes.
Because it was a struggle. And I feel like without that, anybody else would have been like, oh, it's programs that can help me. I already knew my income was not even on the bracket that somebody was going to say,
Right.
I can help you. I wasn't getting no social, nothing. I wasn't getting nothing because of my income alone. So I knew I had to figure it out. And like I said on our podcast we did on Monday, a one-income household is hard. It was hard in this economy currently.
Facts.
I don't know how people are surviving with the one-income household. I own mine, and I've got one home income household, and I'm struggling. So I can imagine somebody being in it, and I've known people in two income households that are still struggling. So in this economy, it's not right for us. But at the same time, when you know struggle, you know how to get through. You know how to survive to the end. Anybody else would have been folded, would have been lost, would have been going through stuff, asking why can't you help me? And like I feel like when you struggle, you know when that happens. Like I said, I was homeless. My daughter was 2. My daughter's 23 now. So, and I got a grandbaby. I don't have time to be homeless and unproductive with an income and the job I have. Right. So I got to be smart. I can't be out here just being on bullshit. I got to be on that mindset. So like I said, if I had been anybody else that didn't experience struggle, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be lost and drowning worse than I would have been because I knew where I was and I knew I was where I wasn't trying to go. So 96. I feel like struggle makes you get where you're supposed to go.
Hold on, 96. So everybody all went to just financial though. When I said struggle, right? I never said financial struggle. It's emotional struggle. It's mental. You know what I mean? Mentally struggling. You know, it's all those things. One thing I will say is that a lot of people think like you can't appreciate hard work because you didn't struggle. That's really not true. Some people who didn't struggle grew up in a household where they was just taught hard work. And there was no struggle involved. You know what I mean? I think as a people, we have struggled. We watch other people struggle. So we always like, yeah, well, you know, I'm this person because I struggle. You really don't know who you would have been without it. Yeah. You don't. You know what I'm saying? And I've struggled a lot. I didn't struggle as a kid because I grew up in a house with my grandparents and my mom, you know, whatever. I never struggled as a kid. I never didn't have money for lunch. I never didn't have money for the book fair. Like all these things that people say, never experienced.
Free lunch.
Then I left home at 18 and struggled for years. Yeah, because you know what I mean? I'm a homeowner as well. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment for 12 years. Then a duplex, you know what I mean? Two-bedroom duplex. Then I went back home, tried to save my grandparents' house, and lost that because the city took it over taxes. And, you know what I mean? All this kind of stuff. And then I got blessed, you know, so many years later to get my own home because I had tried years before. Yeah. And it was like, no, you don't make enough, and you owe student loan, and this and that. And then, you know, God made a way. But the one thing I do say about struggle, the thing that you know is that you can always do it again. If I lost it all tomorrow, I could do it again because it's in me.
And that drive.
And I know the process, and I know the drive, and I know what before looks like. Right. And like Izzy said, it also makes you be grateful. I am extremely grateful. You know what I mean? I didn't have a house before. Yeah. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment for 12 years.
Yeah, I didn't have my own room.
You know what I'm saying? With my child, a 1-bedroom apartment. Now I got a whole 3-bedroom house with a basement, with a garage, with a porch. All I ever wanted was a porch because I'm from North Philly and we ain't had no porch. I always wanted a porch. And I kept telling people that when I get to sit out on that porch, that is my gratefulness. You know what I mean? Yeah. It could be better, but it definitely ain't bad. You know what I'm saying?
And being a homeowner ain't no small feat.
No, it's not. And mine is going on 7 years. We bought it around the same time.
Bills is billing. You can't call a landlord to fix nothing.
You can't call nobody to fix a damn thing.
I swear to God, my house, no one I got money. It's like, oh, she got some money.
Yeah, man.
That's real.
Listen.
I had to put salt down before I got it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no landlord doing that.
Listen, 96. Listen. when you own a home,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's real.
Yes.
Yes.
You're responsible for every
Everything.
single thing.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's why I tell people, listen, man, don't rush into don't
don't.
rush into it.
Yeah.
Because I just explained to you the situation I came from, and I came straight into a homeowner.
Yeah.
So, why you ain't show up? Why? Listen,
I got shit happen at home.
I gotta work. Listen, I gotta work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I got homeowners insurance. I got.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got
That
land,
go up every year.
You got
That's that
tax,
part.
land tax. I'm
Facts.
talking about you got garbage disposal going up. You got to fix it yourself.
Yeah.
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 You gotta pay the water bill.
You got to
and
pay the
all that.
water bill. You got to
Nah.
everything
Let me tell
yourself.
You, let me tell you, I was sick at the end of the day after Christmas. I was sick up until past the New Year. I still was on medicine going into January 5th and shit.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, I took a trip with my boyfriend. We went down to go visit his college friends. Came back, cut the light on, whole kitchen there, everything went out. So I got to call the electrician because I called P&G. P's like, we don't do this shit. You got to call electrician. I'm like, wait, what? I got to call who? Because now you got to think about how much it's about to cost. Like, what's about to happen?
What's
Your
about
food
to
about to go bad.
The breaker box is cut off.
It's
It wants
done.
to cut the fuck on.
Exactly.
And then the way my house is, I got 16 plus square feet. So when you walk into my house, it's a big ass entrance. It's basically dining room, living room situation. You go far back. It's a bathroom, the HVAC, right and walk in the kitchen. It's the hot water heater and shit like that. And then it's the kitchen. Every fucking thing back there, from the light to the hallway, everything was out. I called electrician. By the grace of God, I think Jesus was on my side. I swear to God he was, because I called the electrician. I was dead sick. This man came to my house on New Year's Eve, came and fixed the thing. He was like, it's $260. It's $260, and every hour after that, it costs a little bit more. I'm like, bet. We talking, he chopping it up, he telling me what he got to fix, he showing me what he got to fix and everything like that. This man got done and told me, look, they gonna call you, and they gonna set up the payment. Cool. Them motherfuckers never called me. Like to this day.
Well, that's a
Never called
blessing.
me.
And you got electricity.
You understand where I was?
Listen,
I
that's a
thank
blessing. 96. My last question about this, right? Do you feel like people have to struggle in relationships in order for the relationship to be successful? Like, if it just starts off good and help, like, all right, for example, right? A lot of times, this is a pet peeve of mine. When people get engaged and a man be like, I put her through so much, and it was time to marry her. I just feel like it just takes away from it, right? And then my other thing is like, I said this before. Remember I said that people praise Whitney and Bobby, but frown upon Sierra and Russell? Because to some people, like, no, listen, it's like, they did things the right way. I don't know them personally, but I'm just talking about based on, I went to her father, I prayed for what I wanted, I was ready for what I wanted. We both started off on, in the midst of the healing journey, so we were able to have a healthy, transition and be married for 10 years now, right? As opposed to some people that don't respect a relationship if it didn't start off with some kind of struggle or trauma. So I'm asking you guys, do you believe that there has to be some form of struggle using the same thought process as y'all had, right? When you struggle, when something happens, you know how to handle it, right? Do you feel that applies to relationships as well?
All right, so let me jump straight into it. Because sometimes when we say struggle, we think of like the worst situations, right?
No.
That's why when I was talking, I used the word adversity. Because pretty much anytime something doesn't go how you planned it,
Right.
that's where the adversity is. That's where the struggle is. So I don't think that to appreciate a good relationship, you have to have the whole bunch of struggle, because when it's good, you feel that it's good.
Right.
Everything about life feels better when your relationship is good. The air smells better.
Hey.
The water tastes better.
Yes.
You sleep better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Work is easier. You know what I'm saying? When your relationship is good,
Everything's easy.
everything just feels better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when your relationship is in the dumps, everything feels harder. The fact that your car didn't start off the first key turn feels like, oh my God, this is gonna be a horrible day. So like you don't need struggle to appreciate a good relationship. That and it's different, but what you need hard work to maintain a relationship. And that's why I was gonna 96 when you mentioned the hard work thing, because I want to go back to that. So hard work and struggle, right? Hard work is struggle in and of itself because you have to sacrifice with hard work. There's other things that you probably rather be doing, more fun things, more entertaining things. But hard work, like even if you were a person who grew up in a household where hard work was the thing, maybe you didn't struggle, but the person you saw working hard struggled. So you gain that work ethic from them. So that becomes part of you.
Yes.
But you'll realize that hard work is struggle. If it was easy, it wouldn't be called hard work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So hard work helps you like get through adversity, gets through struggle. Like it, anything you want, any sport you want, because I always got to throw my sports metaphors. Any sport you want, there's a move and there's a counter move. If every time you hit the tennis ball, you was corn and the person never hit it, volleyed it back, you never had to volley it back. What happens the first time you go against somebody who hits that thing back fast?
You're not
If
prepared.
every time you cross over, you get by your defender, and there's never somebody you ever plucked you with the ball, you never have a counter move. If AI always just right, left, and got past everybody, he would never have a spin move. If you threw a right hand like Deontay Wilder, why he start getting knocked out? Because everybody know all he got is the right hand. And if he can't land that right hand, he can't win. He never he didn't have enough adversity to teach him, hey, I need something if this left hand don't happen in this match. So not with relationships, no, not so much. Although you're going to have your adversity, you're not going to have that quote-unquote struggle that, like you said, people like to admire. Like, oh, my gosh, you've been together 29 years and you got kicked out of the house and, you had this baby back when y'all was teens and all this extra type of stuff. No, we was good from the dribble. You know what I'm saying? We both were mature. We both studied what we wanted to be as people, as individuals. I don't have to make her happy because she came into the relationship happy.
Whoa,
I just-
that
Big
part.
facts, big
I just
facts.
have to.
part.
I just have to not
Big
mess her
facts.
happiness up.
Woo!
I just have to be happy.
Yes.
So my happy blends with her happy, and we make ourselves happy, and now
That
we're
part,
happy people.
yes.
No struggle necessary.
That
Oh,
No struggle
man.
necessary.
hey, man.
So when adversity comes and hits us, because we are already happy people, when adversity hits us, a death in the family,
we good.
that's going to be the struggle. That's going to be the struggle. The human parts of that. The
Yes.
fact that I can't be the person that I am for you every day. But what I can be is a person who knows I can depend on you
To pick up the slack.
All right.
because of the relationship we already had.
Yeah.
You are two kings. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead, Sonny.
I feel like half of my dating life I was in struggle. I was in the struggle. I was just trying to get them to see me, right?
That's real.
So, not to personalize it, but with this last situation, it threw me for a loop because I was prepared for toxic. I was comfortable in toxic. I think most of y'all saw. I was in there just living it up like this is the best thing ever, and I also knew it wasn't the best thing ever. So when you meet calm and peace and non-confrontational and real support and love, it throws you like because I had to thank God I'm in therapy. I had to sit with myself and talk to my therapist like, yo, I don't know what to do with this because I'm not in a state of confusion with this man. This man is telling me intention from the gate. This is what we doing. This is where I'm trying to go. What are we doing? This is where I'm trying to lead you. Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I was so comfortable in confusion. It felt safe, but that was from past.
You look like it.
Yeah, exactly. I felt safe in confusion because I knew what to expect. You talk about somebody, like I said to you last night, I was used to a place of, I was comfortable and safe at one point, and I got the rug pulled out of me. Like, you talk about, like, when Keith was talking about, like, I was comfortable. I didn't think this man was cheating on me. I felt like he loved me, and I felt it. Didn't know he was outside doing ball head the whole shit the entire time. And when he told me years later that the day he went to go outside and do the fuck shit he was doing, he felt like I knew because of what I said to him before he walked out the door. I didn't know it because I was young. He was older than me. So I was comfortable and happy and thought everything was great. And I got the rug pulled out. So for me, toxicity was comfortable. I knew what to expect. I knew what the arguments were going to be. I was prepared for them.
It's the unknown.
Like, I knew what was going on. Now in walks a grown-ass man, like, this is my intention with you. There's no confusion of what we doing. I never had any asked the question from the gate. Hey, what's up? What we doing? And it took me back. Like, what you mean? Because I wasn't used to that. So like to you, I was comfortable. Years later, I would have been comfortable with all types of struggle to say, oh well, we went through shit. This man put his hands on me by the steps situation, everything. And now I'm in a place where it's just like I fuck with you. I ain't trying to change shit about you. I know who you are. I see you. I see what you need, and I'm here for it. What type of time you on? So when you can, like I said, years ago, me suffering was my wave. I ain't on that shit. I'm too old.
I know that's right.
It's that you, like I said, you're not playing with me. You don't play about me. I want that.
Right.
All right.
So I feel like for people to, like, to your point, to your question is it struggle? And that's like, for like we said, I don't want that story for me. I don't want that to be my story. That I essentially settled because you done put me through all this shit and we finally got to a point where we understand each other. No. I want that from the gate.
That's right.
And I want that for me. And that's what I want for my life. I don't want that struggle. And I've been with you for 10 years and now you just finally saying, well, maybe I should marry her because we done been through some shit. I don't want that. I want you to see me in 6 months and say, yeah, that's my wife.
That part.
I want her. And I'm going to get her.
I don't know about 6 months.
Thank you.
Not saying 6 months like a hardcore settle, but I'm just saying, like, I want you to see my worth.
What you want.
See my worth from the gate. Like, I know what she brings to the table, not asking me shit.
I feel that.
All right. Izzy?
That was a lot to take in. Can you give me
Sorry.
I don't even know if I remember the question.
Oh, Lord.
My bad.
I mean, do you feel like you have to struggle in
relationships, right?
relationships in order for it to be successful?
I believe that you don't have to struggle. I believe just brutal honesty. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning. You know what I'm saying? No lies. I believe in just no lies off the break. Struggle comes from lies. You know what I'm saying? Illusions. You know what I'm saying? Faking that you something that you're not in the courting process.
Cook, boy.
You know what I'm saying? When in the courting process, a lot of females and males, you know what I'm saying, do a lot of faking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know what I'm saying, over-embellished bravado for men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of faking and saying you this and that from the women. That's not you. You know, if you know
over and what?
Over-embellished bravado.
Sheesh.
That's mean over-aggressive.
Over-embellished.
Yeah.
You heard?
He showed up the podcast.
He came to
know,
pride.
Came
That's
to
what I'm
pod. That part.
You know,
That
just you know, just chest poked out, just but that's not you though, you know. And for the females, it's the same thing, saying that you just that person, and you know your sex drive is this, and you're lying. You're not. You know, and you done got this guy riled up, or you got this female riled up. You see what I'm saying, and you started off with a lie. You both started off with a lie. When you started off with the brutest honesty, right? You avoid everything, you know. You avoid all the illusions. You avoid everything, and you build a true relationship built on love, loyalty, you know what I'm saying, and gratitude for one another.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And when you start off with those lies and this new courtship with this new social media, and it's hard on relationships.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And social media is the hardest thing on relationships ever.
But I feel like, so 80, what is it, 69 or 96?
Golly, Sonny.
Wait
96,
a
86.
minute. Hold on.
Close.
Hold on, Sonny.
I was close.
Hold on, Sonny. Hold on. She said 86. Hold on.
No, that's that.
Wait,
said 69.
Wait a minute. 96.
I'm close.
Hold on, cause we gotta get ready to wrap this up. We gotta get ready to wrap this up, right? So I just want to say that I, at this age, do not believe that struggle has to be part of the relationship. Because one thing I know is sometimes you can't come back from that. So even like in the example I give, and they say, "Oh, I put her through so much, and now I'm going to marry her." But the effects of that struggle, the effects of whatever occurred in the relationship, carry over into the marriage. They don't go away because y'all now get married. And the woman will marry you because she was going to stay with you anyway, and now you're going to be a husband, but y'all still going to have the same issues. And that's why a lot of people get in like, oh, why I married her? She should be cool. No, she's not over what happened before that. She just loves you and was going to stay with you anyway. So now she wanted to get married. So, at this age, I don't think struggle needs to be a part of it because sometimes, depending on what the struggle is, it's going to keep going in a relationship. And now it's going to consistently, be the problem, be the issue. It's going to keep being brought back up. It's going to, bring up, all kind of stuff. Like, let's say somebody cheats in the beginning or keeps cheating. Now when they want to go on a guy's trip, bringing it full circle, that's why you can't go. Or you want to go on a girl's trip, that's why you can't go. You know what I mean? So I feel like relationships don't have to start with struggle. I think we believe that because we see it a lot. I don't want to get too deep, but a lot of this comes from the plantation. You know what I mean? A lot of people think if you ain't get whipped, you ain't go through nothing. So at the end of the day, I don't subscribe to that anymore. I was raised in love from 18 on. I had to survive. Now I'm back out of survival mode, and I don't want a relationship based on survival mode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's in me anyway. So if some things come up, I know how to get out of it. I know how to survive it, but I don't got to be in survival mode to do that. And I think that's the issue with a lot of people. Too many people are in survival mode still.
Yeah.
And getting in relationships and being in survival mode.
Yeah, you're supposed to survive life with your partner, not survive each other.
Not survive.
Survive your partner. In fact.
And we're going to end it on there because that's a bar.
Yeah.
That's the bar.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for your participation in panel 2.
For sure.
All right, so this is the conclusion of Podcast Links. I want to thank everybody. Everybody gave amazing responses. I learned some things from everybody, some things I didn't know. Some different perspectives for my thought process moving forward, because I am the single person in the room, and married people spoke, and people in relationships spoke. People who were in relationships spoke. I ain't been in one recently, so a lot of my stuff is third party. But anyway, everybody gonna go around the room and just give your name and your Instagram handle. One Instagram handle. One. We out of time. One. The most important.
H2 cleaning with it.
All right.
The one that got your podcast.
All right. Your favorite coach's favorite coach, your favorite fat freckle man, the big dog himself. Who? Find me on Life Be Life and Nah, or Life Be Lifing _ Nah on IG. That's LIFEBLIFING, one word, _ NI.
I don't know which one to use. I'm gonna do mine's. I am Sunny _D. I am on Instagram and everywhere else with that same tag name, so you can find me. And when you find me, you'll find all my other stuff.
I'm Pod Rich Izzy. You can find me on YouTube on Pod Rich Media. Check me out for sure.
Mr. Know-It-All, the Mr. Know-It-All podcast and the Know-It-All network. You can find me on IG at Mr. _Know-It-All _ pod, on TikTok at the Mr. Know-It-All podcast. School, search Mr. Know-It-All podcast. Also on Patreon. The Mr. Know-It-All podcast. A whole bunch of shiznit going on over here. And this lovely area that we recorded this today is Know-It-All Studios.
My second home.
It will be getting bigger and better soon. That's what she said.
Hey, yo.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry.
96.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
All right, 96. Y'all know who it is, man. It's Cuz from Yo Cuz Podcast. Y'all know we lit 6 days a week, and we just started a late night show every other Saturday. Y'all can tap in. We lit with the 2 T's on Yo Cuz Podcast.
Wait a minute. Let him talk.
Go.
Appreciate you.
Let that nigga go last.
Yeah, get comfortable.
Yeah, go ahead, Danny. Say yours.
One
Yeah,
Instagram.
All right, just introducing myself. All right, so this is Dana again, Dana K, also known as, and then my Instagram is Dana Chicana _. You can find all my content on there, from podcast content, modeling content, and just about everything else I got going on. So follow.
Go ahead, Tony.
Tony, you gonna say something?
No Distractions 200 affiliated with Yo Cuz podcast.
I like
Hey, thank you. I told you I'd get you to talk.
Got him.
All right, get comfortable now.
Where my blanket at? Come on, goddammit.
Come on, man. We out of time. I need you to hurry up.
Make sure y'all following that podcast link Philly on Instagram.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? That's the page. Also hit that YouTube channel, podcast link Philly. Subscribe. We will have the video for the May show, Empire Strikes Back, up soon.
Up soon.
Up soon.
Up soon.
But if you just Google me, it's HYMPE. It's hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. All my stuff is right there. Some niggas gonna tell you some things, and some niggas gonna really mean it. And yes, I do own this whole outfit. I have one too.
That part. Well,
My
we didn't.
bad.
We
You
can't
need
see
me
the
to-
outfit back there.
My bad. See, I tried to. You know what I'm saying? You might think Nas me.
Oh, man.
Because if you Google me, they got pictures of Nas. But all right, hold up. Let me say. Let's give him one here. Let's lean with it. Okay.
Hey,
bang.
the boy has got his own boots.
Oh yeah, boots, sneaks, 6 versions of the sneaks available right now at Custom Hustle World on Instagram.
The
Custom Hustle
boy
Co.
has
on
got
Twitter.
his own boots.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I am your moderator, your producer of this show, all of the above. Taya, Just Taya Brand LLC on Instagram. Thank you. Philly and DC. Philly and DC linked up today. Did the damn thing.
So great. And I think your microphone just died. Did it say something?
No.
Oh, it didn't. Nah.
Why you
I'm
thought my
just saying,
microphone died?
I would love
That's
to be
what
on
you
Yo
talking
Cuz
about?
I thought it clicked
podcast.
out.
Holla at me.
And
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
thank Mr. KnowItAll Studios for hosting today. I want to thank Yo Cuz for coming to the 215, the 484, the 445,
That is the new
and the
one.
267.
Yup, the 445. I knew it was.
All of the area codes.
Yeah.
We gotta do a code
Yeah.
higher.
New
We
number
gotta do a
two.
code.
Thank y'all very much.
Before we wrap up, I forgot about this one. If you niggas come up here with another empty crab cake bag, we mixing. Y'all
Yo,
could've left that in the car, goddamn.
yo.
Came all the way through
Hey,
with
yo.
the crab.
Niggas gonna come from the DMV with no seafood. Fuck is y'all doing, dog?
That
I said, no, these niggas didn't. No, these niggas didn't.
All I know
With
That
the
is
bag.
crazy.
Hold
I ain't
on,
gonna
with
if
the
lie,
we
bag.
that's
pull up,
crazy.
if we pull up, y'all better have our crabs ready.
Man,
And
what?
so wait.
Shit.
Wait. Podcast link part 2 gonna be in DC.
Oh, okay.
Date,
Sir.
date to be determined.
I know.
Oh,
Part 2.
man, gonna be
What
a
up,
super
though?
movie.
Let's
A
go.
super movie.
Here for that. That's
We out.
gonna be dope.
We out.
Yeah, peace.